us every day for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they here they run to? Move it out. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jealous. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive them. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come up. It is very close and they feel more. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it up. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. But now them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.
Kiwe wesu garani odianja nine odia nine nke purita kwasa mmadụ dị ndụ n'ihi na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye na-agwọ ọrịa anyị wee na-akpọkụ gị onwe gị bụ sumele nke ndị agha ka igwe mere anyị ebere ka akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka ude nke anyị na-asụ wee bịa n'iru gị ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee guzosi ike ka anyị wee n'ikpete mazụ nye ha sọgotụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'ebighị ebi mara n'ebighị ebi ise 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 mma mma dịrị gị Chineke mama dịrị.
If I go about deliberately looking for who to disturb, who is going about deliberately looking for who to disturb? You say never go about. Then you don't need to go about. They will come. They will come for you. You don't need to go about. What did our leader say about these people? I want you to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Say, please don't go about looking for trouble. Chai! The Shoji. Mad people everywhere. I want you to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
That the structures doesn't exist. The institutions that will allow the emergence of a
rather than going on now. Now, let me ask you. I know. Why don't your group put
For those who will always say, oh, why don't you win election? Why don't you bring somebody who is going to win election for you? Why don't you go to national conference? Why don't you do this? Listen to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu answered.
Push for that in a place like the national conference that is going on now, to get that kind of autonomy first, rather than now pushing for independence without whether Nigeria wants it or not.
The fact of the matter is that the structures doesn't exist. The institutions that will allow the emergence of a democratic Biafra within a peaceful setting does not currently exist in that very place you call Nigeria. Mind you, that is the name of a river. Up north, you call them Niger, which is French. If you come down a little bit, it is called Niger, which is English. And the people that live around it are called Nigerians. The only place, or part of the only place in Black Africa where you name a people after a river. I have never seen any civilized country in the world where people are named after a river. It's never happened before. The people own the river, not the other way around. By tacitly accepting the word and the tag Nigeria, what it means is that you never had any history until Frederick Lugard came, which is a fallacy, it's an abomination, and nobody should be saying that. Coming back to what you said, there is no way we can run for office as a political party. We tried it with ABGA and it did not work. These issues were trashed out very well. Is that the people that control the levers of power within Nigeria are not politically sophisticated enough to appreciate the finer points of political discourse. In other words, that disputes resolution can best be conducted within a political setting where people are civilized. And I'm afraid to say that what I see in the zoo they call Nigeria, people are not civilized.
Now, we're out of time, but let me ask you, last week, I believe, the Biafran Zionist movement claimed a responsibility for the attack at the attacks in the Enugu State Government House. Are you familiar with that group, and what was the mission of that attack?
I am familiar with a lot of groups. That name rings a bell. Anybody that can do anything to disrupt the present orthodoxy of governance by a group of very corrupt cabals is welcome. In that regard, I welcome what they did at Enugu, and I hope that people can come out and join us when the time comes to overthrow the very corrupt, inept old men and women in charge of that very place, because Biafra must exist. It's our right to make sure it happens.
All right.
While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group, while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group whatsoever, just like I am supporting any group at all, so long as you are fighting against Nigeria. While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not supporting, is not condemning any group, the people that claim follow him today, they say Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is this. Simon Ekpa is that. After 10 good months of fighting Simon Ekpa, they didn't achieve anything. After 10 months of fighting Simon Ekpa, they didn't achieve anything. Yet, they are now changing tone. Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is the leader of a non-government. Chai! This OG. And they are looking for freedom. You see, the more you blackmail me, the more you are blackmailing yourself. You think you are blackmailing me. You are blackmailing yourself. You don't know that? When the BBC came and do their nonsense disinformation, is it only Simon Ekpa that they showed his picture? Is it only Simon Ekpa? You all were there. All of you were there. You could not even defend yourself. The same Simon Ekpa you are calling all manner of names defended you there. And let me tell you, even when they mentioned Simon Ekpa, the issue they mentioned Simon Ekpa there was not even, I can defend anything I say. All of you, you could not defend yourself, yet, you blackmail me. You think that when you blackmail me, when they want to call name, they call only Ekpa? All of you, your picture were there. Did you see my picture in the write-up? No. My picture was high, my video was hidden in the video. But all of you, your picture was there. Every day you look for Simon Ekpa, you post. Simon Ekpa is a Wapoda, Simon Ekpa is a Berima, Simon Ekpa is this. When the thing begin to happen, you think it doesn't, they will call you. And when the issue started, you could not defend yourself. You couldn't defend yourself. BBC did not say it was Simon Ekpa. BBC put your picture, all of you, as you were blackmailing Simon Ekpa, they did not say it was, they put all of your picture. So this one, they say, we are going to kill this one, we are going to kill that one. All of your picture was there, your video was there. Yet, you will wake up every day to blackmail Simon Ekpa. And every day, if you don't, of course, some of you can never learn. Hatred and jealousy of Simon Ekpa have beclouded the brain that you don't even have at all. I do not know when they are going to learn. They think when they promote Simon Ekpa by calling Simon Ekpa criminal, the BBC will come and say Simon Ekpa. All of you, the more you are calling me a terrorist, the way you are calling me a terrorist is the same thing you are calling yourself. You think when you are a terrorist, oh, Jesus Christ. This BBC disinformation should have teach all of you a lesson. You think when you come to social media, because you hate me, because you are jealous of me, because you don't like me, you think when you call me criminal, you are going to pay for everything you say. You are going to pay. You carry my name and blackmail. Simon Ekpa is the leader of a non-government. Simon Ekpa is this one. Simon Ekpa is that one. You see the way BBC is dealing with you people? If anything is going to happen anywhere, you are going to also be dragged into it. And you can't even defend yourself. It's body boss. It's in pataka everywhere. Get yourself educated, you say no. Go to school, you say no. Simon Ekpa every day. Simon Ekpa every morning. All right.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening once again. This evening section. I appreciate everyone who has connected to the program. Wherever you are connecting from, please like and share the program. Like and share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you. Reach out to people so that they can join us on this amazing evening program. It is going to be a very, very massive one. So wherever you are, don't go away. Hang on there. Join us on this program so that you can be able to be part of this very evening section. We are in a time where we cannot leave any stone unturned. We cannot leave any stone unturned. We will do everything humanly possible. I say everything humanly possible that we can do to make sure that our voice is heard. We will do it. And that is where we are. This is the time that Master Simon Ekpa predicted. He said we have to engage in radical evangelism. This is that time our Prime Minister talked about. A time we have to engage in radical evangelism. That time has come. So if you are not yet part of this radical evangelism, you better be part of it. This is not the time to sleep. This is not the time to sleep. The media warfare has just started. We have been silent about this media warfare for a very long time. We allow the Zoological Republic take charge of the media. We allow the enemies of Biafra. We allow the Yoruba media take charge of events, and they create narrative that suits them. Not anymore. And before we proceed, I want you to understand that this platform where you are watching this program, in this platform, we promote Biafra. We promote the cause of Biafra. We speak for Biafran people and we reveal what they refuse to say. And we say those things they don't want us to say. Those things the zoo don't want to hear, we say them in this platform. In this platform, we don't come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We don't come to this platform to attack people, to attack individuals. We don't come here for saga. We do not come to this platform to push propaganda or blackmail. No. In this platform, we promote the cause of Biafra. And whoever you are, whatever you believe, under which camp you are, and you feel you have something to share with us, use the link, click the link and come in. If you have questions that has to do with our struggle, Biafra, come in and ask. We will respond. If you have a superior argument, why we should stop doing what we are doing, why we should stop talking about our freedom, come up and tell us why. It doesn't matter your orientation. It doesn't matter your tribe. It doesn't matter your location. It doesn't matter your race. This platform is for everyone that is genuinely seeking for solution. Everyone that is genuinely fighting for freedom. Wherever you are and you are seeking for freedom. Genuinely, we are here for you. And when you come across our video, you'll be glad you did. But if you are not genuine, you are the enemy of freedom. You can't have peace watching us, and you're going to disappear in a short while. If you're enemy of freedom, you cannot have peace. Each time you come across my video, you cannot have peace. But if you're a lover of freedom, whenever you come across our platform, you're going to appreciate it. In this platform, we'll tell the world the true situation in Biafra land. We expose the war Nigeria is fighting against Biafran people that nobody is speaking about. No conventional media is reporting it. International media is not paying attention. It is we, the Biafran people, through the social media, that will bring the informations that we can share, those little ones we can share, because there are so many informations we can share online. There are so many videos, so many content we can't be able to post online. Some we can't even talk about it. But we will try as much as possible to continue to create this awareness, because we know the one are watching. No matter the global conspiracy against us, we believe there are still men of conscience across the world. There are still men of conscience in all countries of the world. There are men of conscience, including among those who are trying to keep us captive, who are making sure that we remain a slave. There are still some that have conscience. Our duty is to continue to speak until they can no longer be silent anymore. We will continue to talk until they will not have peace again. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Gabiam to continue to pay attention. Don't sleep. Don't blink your eye even for a minute. More especially in the media today, the media war. Every one of us in Biafra, you are supposed to engage in this radical evangelism. Mazi Simon Ekpa talked about it. None of us picked that information. I never forget it. That we should engage in radical evangelism. This is the time. Because the propaganda against us is huge. It is not small. Those of you who were in our morning program, we spoke about this propaganda in the morning. We talked about various aspects of it. We dealt with it, and we are repeating the program. We are going to speak about it again, so that those who did not hear will hear. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching from, the topic we are discussing this evening says, enough is enough. Breaking the Nigerian media lies against the Biafrans and the Igbo nation. Enough is enough. breaking the Nigerian lies, the Nigerian media lies against Biafra and the Igbo nation. We will continue to do what we have to do. Even if you cannot be able to create your content, share the ones we are doing, share it. It is going to go a long way to save life. It is going to go a long way to international attention is needed. We need international attention. Nigeria has painted us black. They have painted us as criminals. They have painted us as people that are good for nothing. They have painted us as violent, even when they know we are not. Everybody knows that we are not violent. Every human being, every sensible person, every reasonable, truthful person know that Biafrans are not violent people. These are a group of people that travels in all parts of the world doing their businesses. If there are people that are friendly, that have friendship inside them, that have love of other people inside them, even more than they love themselves, it is the Biafran people. But today, Nigeria is fighting so hard to paint us evil. They are fighting so hard to paint us what we are not. That is why we embark on this radical evangelism to create awareness on the profiling, Nigerian media profiling of the Igbos, of the Biafrans, of those who are asking for self-determination, which is the legitimate right of the people, not a privilege. Self-determination is not a privilege, has never been a privilege. It is the right of every human being created by Chukwu Gabiam. But Nigeria has done so much damage and continue to do more with their media. They showcase us to the world as those who are violent. They showcase us to the world as troublemakers. They showcase us to the world as those who are lawless. They showcase us to the world as fraudsters. Meanwhile, in the actual sense, the opposite is the case. And we have different examples. One of the greatest examples that is pronounced, go and look at the profile of the person who is the head of state of Nigeria today. Everybody, if you are not a Nigerian, go and check the profile of the person who is the president of that country today. And of course, if you're a Nigerian, look at somebody who calls himself your president. If you are a Nigerian, look at the person that calls himself a president, that has the gut to sponsor and push propaganda against the legitimate demand for self-determination. This was a man who was indicted in drugs, a drug baron, indicted in the United States. This is a man who forged certificates, entered into the university as a woman and graduated as a man. This is a man who you do not know his date of birth. His daughter is older than him. This is a man who you cannot see anybody that come identify and say, this is my classmate. And yet, in Nigeria, such a person rose to the level of a president. And yet, in such a country that Canada have come out, a Canadian court came out and said that every leading political party in Nigeria are terrorist organization. And because of that, they denied one of the politicians, a policeman that ran to the Canada for asylum. They denied him asylum, that he is a member of a terrorist group. That every political group in Nigeria are terrorist organization. I didn't say it. The Biafrans didn't say it. A court in Canada said it. And what does that tell you? What does that tell you? Do you need a prophet to now tell you that Nigeria is a terrorist country? When we say Nigeria is a terrorist country, it is not a blackmail, not a propaganda, not a lie. It is a fact based on information that is available. Based on information that is available. Go and check the record of the person who is the vice president of Nigeria today. This is a man who was indicted in the case of Boko Haram, a terrorist group, a dreaded terrorist group that take life. Up to today, they are still taking lives. But that man has succeeded in rising to the post of a vice president. A man who terrorists were caught in his governor's lodge when he was a governor, terrorists were wanted terrorists that bombed homes and take lives was found in his house. An active sponsor of Boko Haram today is the president of Nigeria. And yet, people still come out. People still come out from all their corners and they are speaking for one Nigeria. Country like Finland still have the gut to come and tell the world that they indicted our prime minister based on information that the terrorist country gave them. Based on information that the terrorist country gave them, they are calling their own innocent citizen a terrorist. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. How else do we want to explain this? And in the midst of all this, the international media are silent. Because each time they come and look to Nigerian media, what Nigerian media project are things that are irrelevant. You are never going to see Nigerian media going on the ground to make investigation and present issues. Issues to defend the citizens. Issues to give the voice to the citizens. No. All the media in Nigeria are there to give voice to the government, to project the profiling of the government, of the innocent. In Nigeria, they are very good in criminalizing innocent people. They are very good in criminalizing the oppressed. As they are criminalizing the oppressed, they praise the oppressor. They praise the oppressor and they criminalize the oppressed. And yet, you see the countries of the world, the international communities, they fold hand because of economic interest. Because they are not directly affected. Because the fraud in Nigeria makes it possible for the West to take as much resources as they want in Nigeria without accountability. The fraudulent people that are running the show for Nigeria, the chaos in Nigeria is creating a suitable environment, very, very suitable environment for the West to steal as much as they want in the Zoological Republic. That is why the Biafrans opted out for self-determination, to be on their own, to have their own self-rule. That is why Biafrans, right from Manden Nnamdi Kanu, peacefully demanded for self-referendum. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu demanded for a referendum. He did not demand for anything. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did not raise any war against anybody. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did not attack anybody. All he was asking, from day one, conduct a referendum, allow Biafrans to make decisions on what they want. If they choose to remain in the contraption called Nigeria, he is not going to stop them. But let the people have their voice, say what they want. Nigerian government, instead of doing that, they want to take his life by all means. They have done everything they can do on this planet Earth. What crime has Nigeria not committed? What other crime is the United Nations waiting Nigeria to commit before they will sanction Nigeria? Before they will dissolve that nation? What else are they waiting for? This same United Nations, more especially US, predicted that Nigeria is going to burst. They predicted it. They know very well the situation in Nigeria, that the terrorists are planning so hard to take over Nigeria. That intel is the United States. But yet, they are waiting for that genocide to happen before they will react. And they want us to fold our hand and wait. Just like the people of Rwanda waited. Rwanda waited until there was a genocide. They only come to write about it. They make it as a history. They come and write about it and tell the story. The same way in Kosovo. They saw it and they sit back and they wait until the genocide happened. And then they come and tell the story. They waited for the Jews. And the genocide happened until now they come and tell the story. Now they want the Biafrans to fold their hands and wait until the genocide is completed. Then Before that, they will now come up and write their stories. What else are they expecting to happen to us before they will act? Instead of helping the victim, which is the Biafran people. We are the victims. We have been victimized since 1940s. The victimization did not start today. The genocide in Biafra did not start today. The lies and propaganda did not start today. And in 21st century, in 2025, almost every single lie told about us have come to the air. And everybody have found out that everything they have been saying against us were all lies. But up to today, because of the Biafrans, Finland joined Nigeria through their media to criminalize self-determination. Nigerian government today is criminalizing self-determination, and countries of the world are joining them in support. In one vein, they will come and tell us human rights. You have the right for self-determination. The international law supports self-determination. In the other hand, they join Nigeria to criminalize self-determination. What kind of a world are we living in? Where are the good men in this planet Earth? Where are the good men? Why are they silent? In 21st century, why are they silent? In a world where the message is everybody has the right to be on their own. Self-determination is a right, not a privilege. They speak this eloquent word, talk about human rights, do not abuse rights. They preach it, they speak it, but look at the abuse of human rights happening before their own very eyes, not in the secret, in the open. And they are doing nothing. Instead, they join Nigeria to victimize the Biafran people. They join Nigeria. And when we say, they say it is not just about Biafrans. The atrocities of Nigerian Janjaweed is everywhere. It's everywhere. For how long are we going to continue to keep silent? I saw one other video. There is a video I saw. Somebody from the north is calling for a mass protest for Mazen Nandekanu, October 1st. Let me see if I can find that video. October 1st, there will be a mass protest for our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekanu. I saw it. Somebody from the north is the one pushing and going for it. And I hope that every other person will key in. But watch and see. Only if the Zoological Republic will allow him to continue on that program. Before you know it, they might attack him. Before you know it, they might attack him. They might decide to take his life. Before you know it, you'll be talking about it and you will never hear about it again. Somebody from the northern part of Nigeria. Somebody from the northern part of Nigeria was calling for that protest. Let me see if I can find the video so that I can play it. I can play it for us to see. So, what else is the world waiting to see before they will listen to the plight of the Biafran people? What do they want to see? That is my question. What else are they waiting for? Are they waiting for the genocide to complete? They want to see millions again. The ones that were lost, people who died during the Civil War, is not enough for them. The people that took their life in Civil War is not enough for them. They are still waiting for another millions to die. Millions of children who lost their life during the Civil War is not enough for them. They are now waiting for us to fold our hand and wait for another genocide to happen. Is that what they are waiting for before they will act? Is that what the world is waiting for before they act? I am asking, is that what the world is waiting for? We, the Biafran people, will not wait. We will not pretend and we will not wait. We are going to fight and we are going to defend ourselves. It doesn't matter what the enemies are saying. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter under which umbrella they operate. We will never, ever agree. We will never agree. I am trying to search and get that very video on the protest of Mazen Nandekan. It is important because that protest is going to go on. But I just pray that the protest succeed.
I want to use this opportunity.
Yes, I think I've got the video. So let us listen to this guy. He's a northerner from the north, probably from the middle belt. I think that guy should be from the middle belt, who is calling for a mass protest. 1st October, October 1st, he's calling for a mass protest for the release of our spring leader, Mazen Nandekan. In the same country, everybody is supposed to come out for this protest. If Nigeria were to be a same country, this protest is supposed to shake the entire nation. If Nigeria were to be a place where they say, when they say one Nigeria, if Nigeria were truly a one Nigeria, this protest is supposed to shake the entire nation. It's supposed to shake the pillar of that country. But I bet you, only God will save this, my brother, if they didn't arrest him. We saw even Showore. When Showore was holding protests, they told Showore, remove the name of Mazen Nandekano from your protest. When they were making their demand in their protest during the NSAS, the name of Mazen, not NSAS, when they were making during the end bad governance, when they were going for protest for end bad governance, they told them, remove the name of Mazen Nandekano from your protest or else. Showore said it, that they told him to his face, why did you include the name of Mazen Nandekano? Showore confessed it on the media. Did you see any outrage? Did anybody ask question? The international communities we are watching, everybody saw it. They didn't say anything. Today, look at this innocent man calling for a mass protest for Mazen Nandekano 1st October in Nigeria with reasons. But I want to tell you that this man might not live to see that 1st October. I pray that Chukwu Okikabia will protect him. And the only reason why he can be able to do this is because he's from the north. Because he's from the north. If this man was to be from the southeast by now, he would have been taken. They would have taken him immediately. It won't reach the following day, they will take him. But this man is from the north. Let us hear him. Let us hear the message of this guy about the mass protest for the release of Mazen Nandekano on October 1st. I want us to pay attention. Listen to what he has to say.
I want to use this opportunity to appreciate Nigerians for their support since I released the first video yesterday about free Nnamdi Kanu protest. This protest is born out of sincerity and honesty. With the display of shame and disgrace that happened in Katsina last week, we all know that for years Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention. And as I'm talking to you, Nnamdi Kanu is having and he's battling with health challenges even while in prison. It is rather unfortunate with the display of shame and disgrace that happened in Katsina by the bandit commander. The question we ask, do we have a country? The question we need to ask, do we have a nation? The question we need to ask, do we have a constitution? And if we have a constitution, then as Nigerians, we need to ask ourselves and ask the federal government question, why the double standard? If the bandit commander can come and address Nigeria like schoolboys and address Nigeria by threatening Nigerians, by killing one of the headers, that he will kill more Hausas and Northerners, and he is moving freely. Why should Nnamdi Kanu should still be in prison? The question I ask, why the double standard? And it is a question that every Nigerian should be asking. Double standards by the federal government of Nigeria. And that is why the call for one One Nigeria, one voice protest is born out of sincerity and honesty, equity and justice for all Nigeria citizens. One Nigeria, one voice protest. One Nigeria, one voice protest is a national call for all Nigerians of good conscience. It's not a regional protest. It's not a tribal protest. But it's a sincere protest born out of sincerity. I am calling on all Nigerians with good conscience to come out in mass. Those in Jos, Plateau, Kaduna, Kogi, and Abuja to come on Independence Day at Igbo Square to support this call. And I'm also calling on very that black man to help us. Abuja is your constituency. We are coming from the north. You can help us to call the IG of police in preparation to this protest. The Racket president, I know you have the platform, and I'm also calling of all the Nigerian bloggers and social media influencers, those with good conscience and sincerity, so that our brother Nnamdi Kanu will be free. I'll bring up subsequent videos in preparation for this call and for this peaceful protest. May God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria.
You have heard the message of this brother. This man is from the north, a northerner. This man is from Middle Belt, to be precise. I think from his voice, you know he should be from the Middle Belt, not the corner, calling for this protest for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is a genuine call, but I bet you, watch and see how it's going to end up. Let's watch. He's calling for one voice. He said one Nigeria, one voice protest for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, October 1st in Eagle Square. And you see him inviting Very Dark Man. Let us see if Very Dark Man will be present there, or if he will add his own voice. Let us see what will be the reaction of Nigerian IG, Inspector General of Police. Let us see if this man will still be around until October 1st. If he happened to be around till October 1st, maybe because he's from the north. Maybe because he's from the north. And we know what Nigeria is. The only thing that will make this man succeed and conduct this very protest on the 1st October, as he said, is if the government have an interest in it. You know, those of us who are in this Biafra issue, we are very careful. We are watching. When the government, there is nothing government of Nigeria cannot do for politics. There is nobody. Today, we have seen them. We have seen politicians print the image of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and put in their ballot papers. We have seen politicians campaign with the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So we are watching closely to see what will be the outcome of this protest on the 1st October. Every one of us have added our voice. Every one of us have spoken. The international community, the United Nations Arbitrary Committee have already spoken in 2022, 3 years ago, to let this man go. But today, they are holding peace talk with a bandit. Look at the picture of a bandit, well armed. Even this bandit released a new video. I saw a new video where this bandit was threatening again. He said that some of their men were killed. They are telling them peace, and then they go and took life of their men, that he's going to take revenge. An unrepentant bandit that has no project. The only project he has is to kill people and take life. A terrorist. And they won't even address him as a terrorist. They call him a bandit. This is a bloody terrorist that have taken life, went to mosque, took the life of 50 men, took the life of farmers, have committed so many crimes, and they are sitting on table. He came with military arms, well armed. They say they're having a big talk. He has released a new video. I saw a new video before I came online where he was still hollering, where he was still angry with the government, that they are telling him about peace, and they went and took the life of some of their people, and that they are going to revenge. And when they revenge, nobody should come and say anything. But look at Mazen Nandekano, an innocent man who has not raised arms. All he was asking is self-determination for his people. All he was asking for is referendum. But they criminalized Mazen Nandekano. They continue to hold him. This is somebody that they went and kidnapped. Kidnapping itself is a crime. These are the people who will come and address Biafra. They will say Biafrans are kidnappers. Oh, they are kidnapping the people. But your government is the one that started the kidnapping in Nigeria. Your government started kidnapping. You remember the kidnapping of Omar Diko? They went to UK to kidnap Omar Diko during the time of Buhari. The people that started kidnapping is the government of the Zoological Republic. They started kidnapping. Not me. But today, you see them, they will paint us kidnappers. They will say we are the kidnappers. But they started the kidnapping from Omar Diko case. Not only that, they have disappeared many people in the past. Up to today, there is a family, a wife and a woman, a wife and a husband that we are kidnapped. They are still looking for them up to today. For the past 5 years, a wife and a woman and her husband kidnapped from their home by the government. They told them they are in DSS. They went to DSS, they didn't see them. They said that in Abuja, they went to Abuja, they didn't see them. For 5 years now, kidnapped by the Nigerian government. But they will come and tell the world that we are the violent ones. How on earth are we violent? How on earth? Every one of us must sit up. Don't be silent. Don't be silent. This is not the time to keep silent. We are going to watch and see what is going to be the outcome of this very protest for the release of Mazen. We will see if they allow you to hold. And if they allow you to hold, we will still keep our eyes open and watch. We will keep our eyes open and watch. You're welcome, my brother Chukuma. Go ahead and talk to us, brother Chukuma. You're there. I can hear you on the background. Are you there, Chukuma?
My brother.
Yeah. Go ahead and speak.
Yes, I can hear.
I can hear you. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon from my side here. Please, I don't know about Bongo now. I quite heaven now. So I don't know about Bongo. So no mind our situation over here. There's one thing that gives me concern. Although the young man try you by listening concern, but I remember one of our guest brokers when he normally say, whenever I want to draw people's attention towards you, you mention Biafra or Mazen and Kano.
Exactly.
Something like that. You now draw the government attention. Maybe the person is looking for political posts or one thing or the other. Because I will ask a question. Where is it? Nothing. Can you hear me?
Go on. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I can hear you.
So, if you want to draw attention of people to you, okay, thank you. Okay. So, if you want to draw people's attention to no problem. So if you want to draw people's attention towards you, you mention Biafra, IPOB, or Mazen and the Kano, we see that everybody will start listening to you. And when once they come notice say you are making sense, you are trying to gather momentum, or maybe trying to draw people's attention, people will not come into you to give you some kind of incentive, and they put out one or two announcements on the social media, do scenario and all those kind of things, you will disappear. They are not consistency. But nevertheless, I am not doubting what Chukwu can do, because I know he is the owner of the every damn thing, so he can use anything to achieve his own purpose. But nevertheless, let us keep watching, just like as you said. But I will never forget to remind our people that this thing that this young man is doing, people.
Oh, sorry, I think the network kicked him out. The network kicked him out. Maybe when he come back, we allow him again to go on his line of thought. And just like he was trying to say that our people are the ones that are supposed to conduct this very protest. Of course, we are supposed to be the ones to conduct. But you know what protest brings to us? Anytime we make any move to conduct a protest, the Nigerian government will open fire on us. Anytime we make any attempt, say we want to conduct protest, you know what happens? They make it turn bloody. Anytime we make that attempt, they turn it to be bloody. And that is why we cannot be able to protest. So if this brother genuinely calls for the protest, let us see and pray that he succeeds. If he succeeds, fine. While we are watching, we have to open our eyes and watch closely because we know what Nigeria is made up of. Nothing is the way it is in Nigeria. Everything in Nigeria is suspicious. You cannot believe anything that you hear from Nigeria. Go ahead, my brother Christian Chukuma. I think you're back. You were kicked out by the network or so. So go ahead, Christian, if you're there. Bro Chukuma, go ahead.
Okay.
If you can hear me, go ahead, Chukuma. I think,
okay. My network just frustrated me now. I'm hearing you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Let me change the location. Let me change the location where I am because it's like network is giving me headache here. Let me change the location. I'll be back.
Okay. Thank you. So, my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching from, we must not allow them to continue to paint us evil. We must not allow it. Don't allow them to continue to paint us what we are not. The Biafran people, we are not violent people. We have never been. It's not in our nature. What we do sometimes is when we are pushed to the wall, we push back. Biafrans don't come for revenge. If we are the type of ethnic group that come for revenge, Nigeria will be hell today. Imagine people that have been facing genocide since 1940. People that have blackmailed since 1940s. Genocide started since 1945. You imagine what transpired during the Civil War, and after that, they still throw it in our face every time. They continue to do it again and again and again. Imagine if we were the kind of people who have that mind of vengeance, revenge, and everything. Nigeria will not be a place. You know, human beings will be there. But because they saw that we are the people that love life, they know we don't play with life. They know we respect life. They know we have love inside us. We cannot afford to go certain ways. Then they're using it against us. Wherever you are in this program, my fellow brothers and sisters, we must not pay attention to the lies of the gingerweed. Nigeria does not even have a government as we speak. From the leader, check the people in Asorok. Just go and check the profile of the people who are in Asorok today. Before you begin to receive information from them, just like Finland did, before you begin to pay attention to Nigerian government and what they say, go and check the profile of the people that are in Asorok today. From the president to the chief of staff himself and other people that surround him, go and check their profile. They have been involved in international crime at one time or the other. Go and check their list. Look at their Senate president. The Senate president is somebody who has been indicted for crime by the EFCC in Nigeria. Somebody who has been indicted for crime. All of a sudden, he turned around to become the EFCC chairman. The person that they made NSA today, National Security Advisor in Nigeria, was the person who went to the national TV, international television, I think from CNN, and told CNN that he has evidence that will nail this man that is the president today for life. He has his history in his hand, his fraudulent activities, his crimes, he has it. But today, that criminal became a president and then appointed that man who claimed to know everything about him as the national security advisor. You can imagine. You can imagine. And yet, everybody is going about their business as if nothing happened. Everybody is going around as if all is well. On which planet do you see such a thing? Where? What is happening in Nigeria does not happen in the same country, only in a country that is controlled by terrorists. And that is why Canada confirmed it. It is not just, for a long time, it is we saying it. It is Mazen Nanagan, it is Mazen Simon, it is all of us saying it on media. But today, it has been confirmed by another country like Canada. And yet, there is no sanction. Yet, people are still listening to Nigeria. Yet, Finland is getting information from Nigeria. This is the same Finland that doesn't honor Nigerian passport. The same Finland that doesn't honor documents that come from Nigeria. But when it comes to their interests, economic interests, they honored the lies that was given to them against their own citizens. You can imagine. Finland does not honor Nigerian passport or documents that come from Nigeria. But when it comes to an information to sell their own citizens for economic interest, they accept it the way it is, without investigation. And the world is watching. This is the same planet where we are. They tell us that all is well. They tell us that you have the right to do this, you have the right to do that. The same world where we are, where they tell us that you must not abuse human rights. Today, those people that told us not to abuse human rights, they are the number one abusers of the rights of people. How long are we going to continue to listen to this madness and idiocy? A country that has failed. Every indices that shows that the country has failed is in Nigeria. Nigeria today is a true example of a failed nation. Nigeria is a true example of a failed nation. A nation that cannot protect its citizens. It cannot protect their property. A nation that cannot be able to have control of its boundaries. A nation that cannot even conduct a sane and sensible elections. A nation where terrorists is cutting the shot. A nation where terrorists decide what happened and what doesn't happen. A nation where genuine citizens are being persecuted. A nation where self-determination is criminalized. That is the nation we are talking about. How else are you going to describe that nation apart from a failed nation? How else will you describe such nation? The only way to describe such nation is to see it as a failed nation. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what you feel. But the media that is supposed to be holding this government accountable, the media that is supposed to be holding the government accountable, they are the one that the government is using to oppress the victims. They are the one that is the front line of pushing propaganda, criminalizing us. They are the ones that in every report they make about us, they term us terrorists, criminals, violent people, secessionists. They don't even mention, when they mention IPOB, they don't even talk about self-determination. They never mention, they only mention secessionists. They can never mention anything apart from that. And you think it is okay. Within yourself, you think it's okay. We will never back down. We will never, ever back down. And wherever you are as a Biafran, you better wake up. If you are sleeping, you better wake up. And I want to show you again what is happening in that zoological republic. I want the whole world to listen and hear what is happening in that zoological republic. When a criminal is in charge of a government, when a criminal is in the front line running a government, this is what you see. I want you to pay attention to hear how the drug baron is running the government in that zoo. I want you to listen to this.
Let me first of all say that I'm not against borrowing. Even the greatest countries in the world, America, Japan, China, all are big borrowers. But they borrow for physical, tangible, and accountable projects that you spread and pay over time.
My brother Shuguma, you're welcome back. Okay, I allow you to speak because of time and all this thing. Go ahead and talk. I think you are cut off with network. Go ahead and talk to us if you're okay now. We can't hear you. If you're okay now, brother, you can go ahead and speak to us, my brother Shuguma. Unmute yourself. We can't hear you. We cannot hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. I don't know what's happening. We can't hear you. I think your network is.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Can you...
We can't hear you anymore. I think you are having a serious network problem. The network is not friendly to this site. It's not friendly to this site, and we can't be able to get you. We can't hear you. So let me play this video. I want everybody to listen. The people that are watching us, both the international communities, people from other parts of the world that are watching us, I want you to hear what is going on in the zoological republic of Nigeria, for you to understand why we, the Biafrans, do not want to be part of this madness.
Let me first of all say that I'm not against borrowing. Even the greatest countries in the world, America, Japan, China, all are big borrowers. But they borrow for physical, tangible, and accountable projects that you spread and pay over time. But my worry is not even in the borrowing, it's what you borrow for. Let me give you quickly a rundown of what I checked. You see, in June 2023, $500 million was borrowed for women program to scale up what they call NPWBS. Can you see that? Can Nigerians see it? Where are the women?
500 million.
On June 23rd, same day, $800 million was borrowed to cushion the impact of high petrol prices after fuel subsidy. How? Where? Then, on September 23rd, 2003, under the same government, $700 million was borrowed again for adolescent girls' initiative for learning and empowerment. Then, on December 23rd, the same thing, $750 million borrowed through what they call renewable energy scale-up. Then, June 24th, 2024, $1.5 billion was borrowed to support Nigeria's reform for economic stabilization to enable transformation. That one sounds very spurious, I have to be honest. Okay, you see? Then, in June 24th, $750 million again was borrowed
for immediate financial and technical support for efforts to stabilize economy and to scale up support to the poor and most economically at risk. Then, on September...
Well, they would argue that particular one, that they've been making payments to a lot of poor people.
Where are the poor people?
Some of their cash transfers.
When you hear the borrowing, you begin to imagine, is it Nigeria that is making all this borrowing on that country? Even Niger cannot borrow like this. Benin Republic cannot borrow like this. With all the mineral resources Nigeria has, with all the mineral resources in Biafra land that is in their hand, they are stealing every day. You can imagine the level of borrowing every blessed day. The person that is complaining is a member of the House of Senate, exposing this borrowing. Millions of dollars, billions of dollars for nothing. They just borrow it and share. Look at what he's mentioning they're using the money for. None of them is reasonable. None of them is reasonable for no reasonable excuse, not for investment, not for development, not for anything. They just borrow and they share among themselves. Billions and billions. When a criminal is in charge of a government, what do you expect? What do you expect? And when you are hearing this borrowing, you begin to imagine who is going to pay it. What does that mean? Nigeria is a failed state. They don't have a dime they are running on. The late Muhammad Buhari borrowed and borrowed. He used every money that with him, he utilized everything and borrowed, even took in advance. The resources in Nigeria, the mineral resources, they have sold the mineral resources in advance. They sold. There is no more way to get any money. They are borrowing. And when you hear, with all the resources that the zoo has, with all the mineral resources, everything in Nigeria today is run by borrowing. They don't have a dime. And yet, they will shamefully come, and UK will begin to push them as the giant of Africa. They will shamefully come to the OAU and begin to speak. Bunch of criminals. This is the environment we don't want to be. These are the people we don't want to be part of this madness. Never.
Transfers and things like that.
Look, whenever you're doing something, if it is true, somebody will come out to say thank you.
But are these loans, are they approved by the National Assembly?
Question. One.
I mean, do they pass through your Senate?
No, not to my knowledge. But as I said, when you total these borrowings, the figure I got here is about...
They borrow without approval.
$9.45 billion, which translates to about 13 trillion. And as I said, I mentioned most of them. These are items that are either intangible, those items are not, it has nothing to do with infrastructure. I would have supported, for example, that the country is borrowing even more than that to build our infrastructure, to build railway,
right?
To build our...
Well, you're saying that these things that you're mentioning,
yes,
they're not tangible things.
They are not tangible things that you can hold on to.
Right.
And these are things that you pay in the next 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
That time we are born, our children would... Are you going to tell my child, am I going to tell my child or grandchildren that we borrow 700 million and we are paying in 20, 30 years for adolescent girls?
Yeah, but you have to remember something. And that is the fact that human capital is an essential, in fact, probably some would argue the most essential
Nigerian media.
Development. That
That's
if you
right.
don't develop human capital,
But let me tell you,
then you're not actually going to go anywhere.
Nigeria, fortunately, have enough human capital.
Let me ask you this. Do you believe that you are acting in accordance with your best principles as a senator and a member of the ruling party by these whistleblowing actions that you're taking, and that you are preserving the rule of law in Nigeria?
You're right, but let me correct that.
You see? Now the media is now attacking the whistleblower.
In fact, one of the...
They are now trying to frighten the man. Why are you saying that? They are frightening Dume. Why are you saying what you are saying? Wouldn't you be arrested? That is exactly what is asking him directly. What you are doing, are you not attacking your party? This is about, and even this idiot that is speaking, they are into it. When Buhari was there, he was part of Buhari team. They were stealing right, left, and center. Today, it is the Odua people. They are stealing right, left, and center. This is the country we don't want to be part of. The destructive diversity is written everywhere, in governance, in religion, in all the ministries you can take of, in all level of governance. The destructive diversity is there. That is why they cannot fight fraud. Fraud cannot be fought in Nigeria, because when the fraudster is from your locality, is from your area, they will call you meeting. Don't attack your own fraudster. When the fraudster is from your village, is from your town, you support it. This is why we don't want to be part of this failed country called Nigeria, a failed state in all ramifications.
Those that sign onto the initial formation of APC. And Nigeria is my country.
Why does it appear to be only you, of the many senators in the National Assembly, including members of the opposition, who draws attention to these alleged excesses? Does that suggest that all the others are complicit in these violations?
No, that is not. I'm Mohammed Ali Ndume. God created me differently, and I'm going to account for my actions. If everything is to go the way I want, there would have been only one person in the Senate, and that's me. But that is not. So we have 109 of us, different senatorial district, different makeup. God does not create two persons at a time. So I cannot speak, and I cannot say my colleagues, but let me tell you, I have the support of the people, including my colleagues. The only difference is that they can't come out and take the bullet the way I do.
They don't have the guts.
They don't have the guts. But they're always thinking that something will come. No, that's me.
Did you hear it? They are always all afraid, and they are thinking that something might happen to him for this, what he's saying. And this is how the zoo operates. These are the reasons why we cannot continue to be the part of this zoological republic. We can't be part of it. We cannot. The world should pay attention and know that the destructive diversity in Nigeria must end. How do you end it? Let every region go back to where they were before the British came. Let every region go back to whom they were before the British came. Build a nation that they want. Build the constitution they want. Later on, if they want to be back together, they can, based on the agreement they reached. They will still be neighbors. They can still intermarry. They can still do business together. But being in that one empty country, it will not work. The only people that are benefiting from what is happening today in Nigeria is the West. The British, more especially, they are the ones benefiting from the fraud that is happening. They will come and tell you that Nigeria is fantastically corrupt. Fantastically corrupt, involving the British. It is British that gave them that fantastic strategy. The fantastic strategy of corruption in Nigeria was built, foundation was led by Britain. Britain was the first people that rigged the election in Nigeria. The British were the first people that rigged the election in Nigeria in favor of the North. They didn't rig only election. They rigged the census upon which every allocation is based. The British intentionally rigged it in favor of the North. It is only in Nigeria that the British are telling us that population is higher in Sahara area more than the Savannah region. It doesn't happen in any country. Savannah area is always known to be the most populated because that is where life exists. Not in the desert where life doesn't exist. But in Nigeria, they told us that the desert is more populated than the Savannah region. A lie put in place by the British fantastically, and it is working for them. But they will come back, knowing fully well that the Biafrans are the one that will challenge that evil status quo. They know that we don't stay down. They know that we are not beggars. They know that we can be slaves. They know. they push lies and propaganda against us to make other people and other regions hate us. But it doesn't matter how much they hate us, we will continue to fight until we are liberated. I appreciate everyone that have joined us on this program. Remember, they call for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on October 1st by that very man from the Middle Belt. We will continue to play it. Tomorrow, I'm still going to play the video to create awareness and let us see what is going to happen. Let us see if they will permit it. Let us see if that man will be arrested. Let us see what will going to happen. But whatever happens, our eyes are open, our eyes on the ball. We'll keep watching. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect everyone that was with us on this program. I appreciate all of you that are joining both the morning section and the evening section. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will never disappoint us. We will definitely have our freedom. No matter the attack, no matter the temptation, no matter the obstacles, no matter the evil agenda, we will definitely succeed. I pray for our leaders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide them, protect them, secure them, keep them safe for us. And in no distance time, every one of us will celebrate in our new land. Thank you so much for being part of this program. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect us. No evil shall befall us. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafrans shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our leaders shall prosper. Thank you for being part of this program. I will see you again tomorrow evening by the special research program. Have a very beautiful weekend and sleep tight. Bye-bye.
Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear, now go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day, for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, them they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises, we they here they run to. Move it down. I blame it on the religious leaders, I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers, people will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat love. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive them. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come. It's very close and they feel more. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it on. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. One of them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.